We're going to be telling you this evening a little bit about how you can get involved in our business opportunity, which is the perfect way of combining improving your health and improving your finances. And obviously you can do it all from home and from your phone. So it is literally the perfect opportunity for the perfect time right now. And we're going to get started straight away with the lovely Paula, who's going to be telling us more about our products. Are you there, Paula?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can now.
Hi there. Yeah, I've hopefully you can hear me. I'm having to look at my screen. My computer isn't working, so I'm having to do it off my phone. So hopefully I'll see the slides. Okay. Okay, great. So welcome to the call this evening, everyone. So I'm going to share with you our wonderful, wonderful products, our Juice Plus products. So I have taken the products for 6 years now, and they are absolutely amazing. They've changed my health. I always thought I was healthy before. I was always the person who, did sport and, thought I ate a healthy diet. But I was always feeling tired and, picking up the regular kind of colds and flus and things like that. And then I came across these products. And as soon as I heard that you can get fruits and vegetables in capsules that feed your cells, your body at a cellular level, backed by so much science, making them the most researched nutritional product in the world, I just thought that just makes absolutely perfect sense. I've just got to give them a go. And I'm so glad I did. I immediately started feeling much more energy in my body. Like I remember just thinking, wow, I just feel so amazing. And just continuing to take them 6 years later, my energy levels, I just feel like the little Duracell bunny that just keeps on going. I feel on top of the top all the time. And my skin is so much better. And I also, I've not had one day sick since I started 6 years ago, which is absolutely amazing. It's not how I used to be. And also my daughter, who's 11 now, she's been taking them since she was 6. 5, not my maths, and she hasn't had one day sick since as well. So they're absolutely amazing. So let me get started. So all of our products are made from plants and fruits and vegetables, and I'm going to go through. If you can go on to the next slide, please, James. So as I said, we're made our capsules. Our main product is our capsules, our premium capsules. They've got a range of a variety of 30 raw fruits, vegetables and berries. They go straight into the bloodstream. They're totally bioavailable. They go straight into the bloodstream. They get absorbed by the body, and they feed your body at a cellular level and feed your body with all the nutrition it needs from the 30 raw fruits and vegetables and berries. So you're getting really essential antioxidants, phytonutrients, all the things that help to keep us healthy. Thanks, James. So you can see here that over 87% of adults don't eat enough vegetables, and 59% of don't eat enough fruits. And going over to the kids, it's even worse. 96% of kids don't eat vegetables, and over 70% don't eat enough fruit. Now, what that means is we're not getting enough nutrition into our body, because everybody knows the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. And the more it just helps to boost our immune system, help to just, prevent us from getting sick. And so at the moment with, everything that's going on in the world, it has never been a better time to not only just be healthy, our whole body, but our immune system to be strong as well. So these just help to bridge the gap between what the population, as you can see here, aren't eating and what we should be eating. Thanks, James. So you can see here, we've got the fruit blend, we've got the vegetable blend and the berry blend. And you can see here the variety of the fruits and vegetables and berries that you get in there. I won't read right through them, but just for example, there's hundreds of thousands of phytonutrients in one single apple alone. And you're getting, you don't just get the apple, you're getting, all of the the nutritious part of it, like the skin, you know, and with the orange, you're getting the peel and all the bits that have got the most nutrition in, the bits normally that we just throw out. But you can see here that you're getting in your body every single day the nutrients from, like, as I said, hundreds of thousands of nutrients from just one apple. But imagine that with an orange, pineapple, cherry, peach, mango, and so on every single day. Here we've got, with the vegetables, we've got broccoli, kale, cabbage, spinach. Now, when was the last time you ate those every single day? And when you don't eat them, you're not getting the nutrients in your body. So by eating them every single day, you get in those powerful, essential nutrients in your body. And we all know how healthy our greens are. And also for children as well. I mean, when was the last time you could get your children to eat kale and broccoli and spinach? You know, they usually just like turn their noses up at it. So you can get these in your body just in a very simple and convenient way in the capsules. Thanks, James. So there they are. That's our trio, our fruits, vegetables, and our capsule, berry capsules with a range of 30 raw fruits. I won't say it all again. 30. Okay, thanks, James. So how are they made? So we have farmers all over the world, exclusively just for our produce. So we work really closely with the farmers. And so you can see here, I think this is Bill, the cranberry farmer. So he and his farm will grow all our cranberries. We're the biggest buyer of kale in the whole world. And you can just see the quality that goes in. And anyone who's not seen it, just request from the person who put you on this call tonight the little video of how Juice Plus are made, the capsules. Is absolutely amazing. But they're grown and they're grown to their optimal ripeness. So when you see them in a supermarket, you'd say like a banana and it's still green, it's not actually got its full nutrition inside it, because they've got to be picked, then they've got to be shipped to wherever they go, then they've got to sit in a supermarket, then they've got to sit in a fruit bowl or a fridge. And you know, if they were picked at their optimal ripeness, they would have gone off by the time we actually get to eat them. So here we go, we get them with the full nutrition inside them, and then they juice them at a speed that keeps the nutrition in, and they take the water, the sugar and the fiber out, and then they dry them at a temperature that keeps the nutrition in. And then the powder that are left, which is basically the antioxidants, the phytonutrients, and all the powerful nutrients that are in the fruits and vegetables, are encapsulated into our wonderful little capsules. Thanks, James. So that's the capsules, but Juice Plus are committed to helping the whole family, and they've got their Healthy Starts for Families program. And this is, you know, my daughter has been taking this. Well, you can take it for 4 years absolutely free. And what you get, if you go on to the next slide, please, James, is you get the equivalent of what's in the capsules, but in some absolutely delicious little chewables, and they're just like little sweets. So you're actually giving your children their fruits and vegetables, but they think they're having sweets. So like, absolute genius. But there's a warning should come on this, because once you start eating it, they are so delicious, you really just feel like you're eating sweets. Thanks, James. So with our family health study, over 1.5 million children have participated all over the world. They're backed by 20 years of results, and there's a staggering 96% of children and families that have reported positive health benefits, which is absolutely amazing. My daughter is one of them. As I said, she hasn't had one day sick since she started taking them. But the best thing about them, absolutely the best thing, is you get them free. So when an adult buys the capsules, they're eligible to get their child their fruits and vegetables absolutely free. So the whole family can be healthy all at the same time. It doesn't make sense for the parent to be healthy and not the child. Okay, thanks, James. So you can see some of the results here. 71% of children are eating less fast food and consuming less soft drinks, what you put into your body starts to crave. So because you put in such a high level of nutrition into the body starts then craving more healthy foods. So you don't be surprised if you give these to your children and they'll suddenly start saying, "Mummy, can I have some broccoli?" or "Mummy, can I have some greens?" which they would never have done before, because they're getting them in the body. They start naturally wanting to have more of it. So it's just a real knock-on effect for a healthy start for children. 89% are more aware of their health, 71% are drinking more water, and 61% are eating more fruits and vegetables. So they're absolutely amazing for children. I'd recommend them for any parents that are on here to get the children started on them. Thanks, James. So I mentioned that we're the most researched nutritional product in the world, and we've actually got almost 40 gold standard clinical studies, which are the best studies that you can get. And they, so as I mentioned before about the immune system, we've got 4 clinical studies show that they support the immune system, essential for now. They help to support the DNA. There's an amazing study on skin health. So anybody who takes them, we call them, they have the Juice Plus Glow. It's definitely helped my skin. And your skin just looks younger and fresher, and it just glows more. And my father, we can't make any medical claims whatsoever, but I can say that this happened to my father after 20 years of having really bad eczema. And his dermatologist, doctors, everything just said, "There's nothing else that we can give you. You've tried everything." As soon as I started taking the capsules, I got my father on them. I wanted him to benefit, not knowing that they would help with his skin. And after 3 months, his eczema completely cleared up. And he's 6 years later, and it hasn't come back at all. So it's completely, changed his life and his health as well. I've also got a dental health study. So anyone, for gum problems, and really good for if you have any teeth, especially wisdom teeth taken out. There's a dental study on that as well, and also helps to reduce oxidative stress. So that's great for anyone who's got a lot of toxins, chemicals, live in a polluted area or smokes or anything. So amazing. They really are, and they're all backed by science. Thanks, James. So here's a range of our clinical studies, papers all over the world, and some of the top universities and hospitals. And anyone who's interested in taking a look at the science, if there's any medical people on here or health practitioners, please ask the person who put you on here to send you them, because they really, really are. A lot of health practitioners get really excited about this, the depth of science behind. Thanks, James. So that's our fruits and vegetables capsules, but we've also got omega capsules, which are absolutely fantastic for, well, our body doesn't make omegas. We need to get it in our diets. And a lot of people now are going into, being vegan, vegetarian, and, so they're taking fish oils. But the problem with fish oils is you're getting the mercury, the toxins, the plastic residues, and all that kind of thing in them. And you're only getting omega-3 and omega-6. And, it's made from fish. So you get the obvious issues as well with the the smell of the fish as well. So ours are made by plants, which I'll go through in a second of how they're made, what's in them. But they're amazing for brain health. So helping to prevent with, dementia and Alzheimer's. They're great for cardiovascular health, for your heart, for your joints, for your skin, and for eye health as well, and your whole body, but really good for the skin. Thanks, James. So you can see here the oils that our omegas are made from. And as I said, rather than just having 3 and 6, we've actually got a variety of 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And we're made from, so we've got the algae oil, which is what the fish normally, eats, and the algae plant, but we go straight to the plant and take the oil out of it. So we just cut out the fish, the middleman. So we've got pomegranate seed oil, tomato seed oil, you can see there. Thanks, James. all the oils that go in. So that's our capsules, and we've also got a range of complete. So complete is, as it says, a complete. It's got everything in it that your body needs for a highly nutritious meal. So if you take the complete as a shake, you end up with having everything. If it was on a plate, the nutrition in it, you would have, you're not missing out, you're getting everything you need. So that's why you can easily, it's got plant protein, plant carbohydrates from root vegetables. The proteins are just under 20 grams, the right fats that you need in a meal, and also the right vitamins and minerals, but all from plants. So extremely super healthy and packed full of superfoods. Thanks, James. So you've got the shakes, which I'm absolutely, after 6 years, addicted to how great they make me feel. I love making smoothie bowls with the powder as well. And you can just put, you can just have a really healthy start to the day, have a really healthy breakfast. They give you lots of energy. They're gluten-free, they're vegan, they've got a low GI, so they keep your, stop you from kind of your blood sugar levels spiking, and they just make you feel really, really good. I absolutely love them, and you can make different flavors all the time. You can have them pre and post workout. They're and you can, they're safe for breastfeeding, pregnancy, and they're really good for on the go as well. And you can replace them as a healthy meal as well if you're trying to lose weight. Our people get absolutely fantastic results with this. I think Sarah will mention what happened, her results, but they're absolutely fantastic for weight loss as well. But they're not just for weight loss. They weren't designed for weight loss, but they are fantastic. So we also have them in the bars that you saw on the last slide, and soups, and yeah, they're just fantastic. Thanks, James. And on top of our the other two products, we've also got Lift. Now, Lift is anybody who just wants that natural energy, of like that instant energy boost. Like, maybe you're a tired mom, you're not getting enough sleep, or your kids are wearing you down, and you just go, I just need some energy like now. Or you're on the way to the gym, or maybe not the moment, but on the way to do some exercise, or you just want that pick me up in the middle of the afternoon. The Lift is amazing. It's a natural energy drink. It's not got any chemicals in or any added sugars, and it's made from, if we go on the next slide, I'll show you, essential B vitamins. So that helps to give you natural energy, and the B vitamins come from mango, guava and lemon peel. And our natural caffeine, which isn't a chemical caffeine, it comes from a yerba plant. And so you're getting the natural energy from plants, which is what your body wants. It doesn't want chemicals. It doesn't want lots of added sugar in. And if you try one of these, you'll absolutely notice a difference. And I'm sure Sarah will mention them as well in a minute. Thanks, James. On top of that, for any sports people here, we've got the, we're certified by Informed Choice, which means that if you're an athlete, and we have got athletes all over the world and Olympic teams all over the world using Juice Plus as their nutritional product. In fact, the Complete were created for leading top athletes, and you can take them if you have any kind of doping test, completely and utterly safe. They're just safe, clean, quality assured. So they're amazing for sports people as well. Thanks, James. So on top of, so here we go, just to summarize, we've got the capsules and the gummies for maintenance, for daily support for you and your family. I call them my nutritional safety belt, or my health insurance. You've got Control, the Complete, so nutritionally balanced meal or snack, but you've got everything in there for your a healthy balanced meal. And then we've got Lift here for Perform, just for that extra pick me up throughout the day. All right, so that's the products. They're absolutely amazing. I'd recommend, if you haven't tried them, just give them a go, and I can guarantee that you will feel an absolute amazing difference to your health. Thanks, Sarah.
Oh, thank you, Paula. You're amazing
Pleasure.
as always. And I always take something new. I know I say that every week, but I do always take something new. And I particularly like this evening that we're the biggest buyer of kale. How
Yeah.
interesting is that? It's such a strange fact, but really interesting. I'm quite geeky like that, but I really like that. And I am a huge lover of the products. As you said, I've been using our products for over 4 years now, and one of the reasons that I initially got involved in the products to start off with is because my son Harry is on the autism spectrum, and he has, you know, the fussiest diet, so he won't eat any fruit and vegetables whatsoever. And we were actually trialing him on a gluten and dairy-free diet at the time as well. So when I came across the chewables, I was absolutely amazed, obviously because they are gluten and dairy-free, but the fact that I could flood his body with fruit and vegetables in a chewy form is absolutely amazing. And then obviously the fact that we get them free as well is a godsend. So at the moment, when you sign up on the Healthy Starts for Families plan, obviously you can order the capsules for yourself and you can get the chewables for free, but you can also get the capsules for free if you've got an older child. And I think we said that the gummies are sort of really moreish. They do taste like sweets. So if we have them in our house, I'll just sit here, you know, picking at them, and they definitely don't last the 4 months. So we've now got Harry on the chewables, which is amazing. And he actually comes up in the morning and asks for the chewables, for his capsules. And he's been taking them for about 2 weeks now, and he's actually on the premium capsule. So I'm really interested to see what benefits that's going to have for him, because as I said, he doesn't have any fruit and vegetables whatsoever. But a little bit about my journey. I won't keep you too long, but I started 4 years ago, as I said. And I came across the business online, as a lot of us do. And I was just I was really unhealthy. I was really overweight. I was really depressed and just had a really unhealthy lifestyle as well. So I suppose I was looking for an opportunity that would enable me to work from home around my children. And I really desperately needed to improve my health, even though at the time I thought I was relatively healthy. It's so true. A lot of people that start on our products think, you know, that they've got quite a healthy lifestyle, and then after a few months on the products and on our plans, they're like, yeah, no, I really didn't. So within a few, you know, I lost 4 stone in 5 months when I first started. I think that's an indication of how poor my diet was beforehand as well. And I eventually took that up to 5.5 stone total weight loss. But I also started like working out and waking up earlier, which is something that I'd never done and I'd never enjoyed. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I love working out, it's so good for you. The more you do it, the more you want to, the better you feel. But I just never had any energy for that. I was such a busy mum. I was working and studying. I'd always suffered with anemia, so I just had no energy. So more importantly than the weight loss, I went from someone who was totally, you know, unhealthy to someone who's really conscious about their health, and flooding my body with loads of fruit and veg in our capsules. And I'm just like a totally different person. I'm that annoying, chirpy person that wakes up at 5 in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's have a workout. So that's one of the side effects to our capsules as well, just to let you know. But I was, I think Paula mentioned, I used to suffer really badly with my mental health as well. So I suffered really badly with depression and anxiety. And, you know, as Paula said again, not that we make any medical claims, but I think flooding my body with all this fruit and veg and just leading a much healthier lifestyle. I don't take any medication for any of that anymore. So I've totally transformed my health over the past 4 years, and I'll be forever thankful for the products, and I will take them forever now, which is also what you'll hear. And I think that's a true testament to how amazing our products are, because once you start on them, you genuinely can't be without them, because you notice how rubbish you do feel. And business wise, you know, I think I'd always wanted to start my own business, but I never would have had the money to start up a traditional business. So for me, the fact that I could start this for 50 quid, I could do it from home, I could do it around the kids, I could do it from my phone, it was a no-brainer. And I started the business and the products on the same day. And I always recommend it like that as well. We have so many people that say, you know, I want to start the products first and I want to see my own results, and totally understandable. But I honestly think that sharing your own journey authentically is the best way to build your business whilst you're sharing your journey. So, you know, I started just to earn an extra couple of £100 every month. And within, I would say, a year or 18 months, I was earning a full-time wage from my phone. And that is more than I was earning when I was working full-time in an accounts position as well, which was absolutely amazing. And more importantly, right now, I hit a promotion last month that comes with a £3,600 bonus. And my next position comes with a £7,200 bonus. But right now, obviously, with everything that's going on in the current climate, my partner's a black taxi driver, and so his work has been totally wiped out. You know, we've gone from being a 2-income family to solely relying on my income. And I'm so thankful that I did start this business 4 years ago, because if it wasn't for this, we would have absolutely nothing to fall back on. So whether you're looking to earn an extra couple of £100 every month, or whether you're really keen to hit them big positions and then big bonuses, or you just want that extra income stream so you're not relying solely on one income, which of course is a really intelligent thing to do, then this business is definitely the perfect opportunity for you. So we're going to move on. We've got a few testimonies. I know we're going to have Daniele, who's going to talk to us a bit about the science behind the products, but I don't think he is on just yet. So we'll go to our first product testimonial, and I'm going to try to pronounce your name correctly, and I'm probably going to get it wrong. Is it Vanisia? Is that correct, James?
Yes.
Yes, there we go. Vanisia, if you could unmute yourself if you're on.
Hi,
Hi.
thank you for having me on the show today. Well, let's start. I started a month ago on Juice Plus. I got introduced by Carl. He had sent me a few messages on Facebook, and I kept on ignoring it. And then eventually I thought, oh, hold on. I was doing Slimming World and we had stopped because of the coronavirus. So I thought, oh, I need to do something else. And I got in contact with Carl, and then he started talking to me about all the products, all the capsules, and the shakes. So since I've been taking them, I'm really enjoying the shakes, because I've tried different shakes before, and they weren't as tasty as these ones because you can add fruits to it. So I've been enjoying that. And also, since I've been taking the capsules, I feel a bit more healthy, because I used to be very unhealthy, not eating the right food. So since I've been doing it, I've lost 4 pounds. So that is quite amazing. And just having one shake, and also I did my detox for 10 days, which I found it a bit difficult at the beginning, the first 3 days, but then after that is absolutely fine. I still don't intake any sugar. It's like I'm doing a detox, but not fully following it at the moment. And then from Monday, hopefully I'm doing my fasting to start losing a bit more weight. And also I've started I drank lots of water now, because I never used to do before. And exercise as well, because I wasn't doing much. As a busy mum with 3 kids, no.
Oh, that's amazing. Well done, and getting off to such a great start as well. And I can totally agree with you. I think the detox is the hardest part of our plans, because you go from your usual diet to all of a sudden cutting out so many things. So I think the detox is definitely the hardest part. And then once you move on to your actual product, honestly, it does get easier, I promise.
Yeah.
We have loads of lovely foods on plan, so it's not as challenging as the detox.
It's much easier now. Yeah.
Good. Well done. I'm excited to hear your journey in a few months' time as well. I hope you get back on the call and share with your progress with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I think Daniele is on the call now, and Daniele is going to be telling us a bit about the science behind the products. Are you there, Daniele?
I'm here, yes. Can you hear me?
Hi, welcome. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome. Have a good evening, everybody. Shall I introduce myself, or have you introduced me already?
No, go for it.
All right. Okay. So I'm not going to take too much of your time, but yeah, thank you for having me on the call. And so my name is Daniele. As you can hear from my accent, I'm not British. I'm originally from Italy, but I've been living well, I'm not British by birth. I am British now. But originally from Italy, but I've been living in the UK, in London for about 20 years. And over the last 15 years, I've had a digestive health clinic in Harley Street in central London. So I've been helping people that have got issues with irritable bowel syndrome, bloating, constipation, these kind of things, which are very, very, very prevalent. And obviously for a number of years, I was always recommending the basic things that are helping people to have like a better digestive system, a better functioning of their digestion, which is obviously drink plenty of water. And one of the things that obviously everybody knows is we should all be eating a huge amount of fruit and vegetables, right? So in the UK, the government says we should be having the 5 a day, right? I'm sure everybody's heard about it. We should be having at least 5 portions of fruit and vegetables every day. And, you know, other countries like Japan says 17, like who knows? But what we know is that we should all be eating a lot of fruit and vegetables. And so that's one of the basic things that I've always been recommending all our patients were to eat more fruit and vegetables. And then for a number of years, I was suggesting juicing, which is a great way to have more fruit and vegetables in their raw form. But of course, I keep hearing all these excuses all the time. You know, it takes time, which is true, because even if for those of you that have tried juicing, you know that it takes a lot of time. Then when you need to clean the juicer and open it up and everything, and the fancier the juicer, the longer it's going to take to clean it. That's what I know. So, you know, the fancy juicers always ends up in the shelf, very, very proudly displayed and never used, right? And so about 5 years ago, when somebody, one of my friends introduced me to the concept of Juice Plus, I was like extremely interested, because I thought, you know, this sounds really amazing. And like, you know, how, because we can have the quality and we can have the solution, but then I know that I can overcome all the excuses that the patients are always telling me, like, I don't have time, I don't have money, all these kind of things. So, and obviously she showed me some testimonials of people that got benefits from using the product. And I thought, you know, this is great. But obviously being a health professional, and so bearing in mind that this was like 5 years ago. So at the time we already had the clinic for 10 years. So being a health professional, for some reason I just muted myself. So being a health professional, obviously we are always, you know, we wanna make sure that we vet the product that we are coming across, right? To make sure that they are not just built on hype and on some fancy advertising. And as you know, advertising can always be, you know, can be deceiving at times, right? And so I started investigating the product and the quality of the product. And when I started looking into it, I was absolutely amazed at the quality of the product, not because Juice Plus says so, but because of the research that was done on Juice Plus. So bearing in mind that this product has been around now almost, you know, since the early 90s, so it's going to be 30 years soon. And so I started looking at the research that has been done on the product, which is really started around 25 years ago. You know, in the mid-90s, the research started being done on the Juice Plus product, on the capsules in particular. So research that has been conducted by the most prestigious university research institutions all around the world. We're talking about King's College London, University of Milan, University of Tokyo, MD Anderson Cancer Center in Texas, excuse me. And so not only the research was done on the product, but the results of this research were deemed to be worthy enough and of enough high quality to end up in all these medical journals that most of the public, they never read, but these are the journals that end up on the desks of doctors, practitioners, consultants. That's how they educate themselves, and that's how they keep themselves on top of what's going on in the world. So just to give you one of the earlier studies that was, because I don't want to take too much of your time, I could go on and speak forever, but one of the earlier studies, and I think this is very, very important for all of us to understand, is the study that was done on bioavailability, which means that Juice Plus is assimilated in our body. So what happens is when we take like a synthetic vitamin, like a vitamin C or something like that, because it's synthetic, it's not natural, our body doesn't absorb it. So it doesn't matter how strong it is. It says on the packet, it doesn't matter how strong it is. It's only that strength only really matters if it's absorbed in our body, right? Because otherwise it's useless, you know, because we take it and then we just eliminate it. So the study that was done on bioavailability 25 years ago demonstrated that Juice Plus is bioavailable. So within a few minutes, the whole of the content of the capsules is absorbed into our bloodstream, and then our body does what it needs to do with it, which means that really what we have in the Juice Plus capsules is real fruit, vegetables, and berries, and our body recognizes it as fruit and vegetables and berries, and then it does what it needs to do with it. So needless to say, I was really happy with what I found, with the results that I saw about the research, and I started to recommend it to all our patients. We got incredibly good results in terms of normalizing their digestions and things like that. For me personally, I never really suffered with any like digestive issues, but I had issues with bleeding gums. And so since I started taking the product, the capsules 5 years ago, I never had any issues with bleeding gums again. And interestingly enough, there is one of the journals is published on the Journal of Periodontology, is on health, on gums health. So, but everything that I'm telling you, I don't want to take too much of your time because I know that we need to move on and you were patient enough to wait for me to join you. But you can go online, all the publications, all the results and everything, they're all publicly available from the Juice Plus website, linking directly to PubMed, which is the global database where all the scientific papers are published. So everything is there. You know, we are not hiding anything. You can go and educate yourself. Please do so, because you know that it's really, really an amazing body of research that was done on the product.
Thank you so much, Daniele, and thank you for coming on this evening. I really appreciate it, because I know that you're super busy at the moment as well. And I really just like the fact that you always touch on the I say it, but I don't know much about it, but the bioavailability of the capsules. And it does make so much sense to me, because I'm one of those people that have tried so many different vitamins and stuff over the years and never felt any type of improvement whatsoever. And straight away on our capsules, I did feel a real improvement. So I definitely would agree with that. Thank you again. And up next, we've got the lovely Carl, who is reconfirming a promotion this month called Senior Partner. Carl, are you there? Do you want to unmute yourself?
Yeah, I am indeed. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I feel like I've been sat in the sun all day. It's been
everyone's looking so healthy and bronzed.
Honestly, and it was finding this that has helped me do that. And as you know, I've said it before on calls, I was introduced to Juice Plus a couple of months ago when lockdown was just about to happen, and my day-to-day work was basically closing up and finishing. I wasn't going to have an income. And a friend of mine who I work with, Cara, I think she's on the call, she introduced me to Juice Plus and the business side of things when we're on the train on the way home from the conference. And I completely got the business straight away. I completely understood how it would make money. I'm a salesman by trade. I've been top seller in the world before for my previous company. So I understood that side. What I didn't get, because I was someone who was not into health at all. I was the kind of guy who'd take lettuce off a McDonald's burger. My wife loves to tell that story to people. But yeah, I was not bothered about my health, basically. And I said, all right, come on. These products, let me see them, let me try them, let me look into them first of all, because I'm a salesperson who can only sell what he believes in. And I gave the capsules a try. And literally within a few days, and I know it sounds crazy, but literally within a few days, I started to see my skin clear up. I started to feel more energy, and anyone who knows me knows that I've got a lot of energy anyway. So I was bouncing off the walls, and suddenly I'm eating asparagus and broccoli and all these things when I'm going to friends' houses and they're cooking me dinner. And I'm like, basically, I went on this complete health mission. I started to feel happier and healthier every single morning. Every day I was waking up with a clear, not foggy head. In a sense of, I was telling someone earlier this actually, I used to wake up and it was kind of like I was having a conversation with myself in my head of what to do today, or whether it's good or bad and ugly and things like that. And I wake up now with just a clear head and a smile on my face, and I just get about my day, because I kind of know what I'm doing anyway, because we're just living a health mission, and that's what kind of drew me in. When it had great health effects for me with getting rid of my spots and getting rid of my skin greasiness on my forehead and things, I introduced it to my family, to my mum, to my sister, to my wife, and they've all seen very similar benefits. As you know, Vanisia, you just heard from, she's losing weight with the products and the 90-day plan that we're all on. My sister's lost 5 or 6 pounds in a few weeks, and she's got the Healthy Starts, which is actually, I just picked it up because it just arrived this morning. So I'm very happy with that. So that's free product. Everybody loves a freebie, right? And then, yeah, so I joined the business as well because I was so happy with it. And now all we do all day, every day, and I was doing this down at the beach, which is why I'm so happy today, is we just help people take healthier steps in their life. And we just focus on 4 main things of nutrition, hydration, fitness, and sleep. I've got it on the flyer here from the Healthy Starts, but these 4 things are all I've focused on, and all I've focused on doing with helping other people. And the product then just speaks for itself. It does its job, and you just share it with others. And to the point where Vanisia, as you know, you just heard, she's in the business with me, and I've got a team I'm building, and we're looking at 2 to 3 promotions, as well as me confirming this month. I believe Vanisia is going to do it, definitely. She's this close, I swear to God. We've got Andrea, who's out there working so hard. She's getting close, and all the team are getting close to sales and getting close to those bonuses, which is what it's all about. And I just want to say thank you to Juice Plus, thank you to Cara, and thank you to you guys, because I'm now paying my rent from the business, and I didn't have a job, so, and I've only been in the company 2 months. So yeah, thank you, and thank you for listening to my story again. I love to share it, as you can tell. So I'll pass you the phone.
Oh, you're brilliant. Absolutely amazing. Do you know what really shines through is your absolute passion and love for the products already.
Yeah,
and you know, like you said, you've helped your family and your sister and your customers, and that's the thing, it's so rewarding. It's not just you loving the products, but you're helping so many people. And when you start building your business, it's a true reflection of how many people you're helping.
100%, and I feel like my friend circle gets bigger every single day, which is even better, because when lockdown's over, it means big parties. So
woohoo! And congratulations and good luck as well for a really exciting month end.
Thank you so much.
You, Carl.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay, up next we've got, and I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly again, excuse me if I don't, is it Shanton? I don't know, I'm sorry. Who has, I believe, just hit Senior Sales Coordinator as well. No? QSSC. That was James's fault, that's not.
It's all right, he is literally
well,
that
congratulations.
Thank you.
Next month.
Yeah, okay, next month I'll keep it in mind. Do you want to just go ahead and tell us a bit about your business and product journey so far?
Yeah, absolutely. So we started this business 6 years ago, and I kid you not, it was a throwaway offer of a business, which I didn't take seriously at all. And the key was in the follow-up. I actually didn't listen at all to the first offer, didn't listen to the second, but did to the third. I'd just been made redundant, and I went home and I said to Michelle, look, Kelly, who is our upline, has just said this to me. What do you think? Like, it literally was a throwaway comment. And Michelle just turned to me and said, do you know what? We've got nothing else to do. You've been made redundant. Let's just give it a go. I've worked in sales a little bit like Carl. I manage a large European call centre, even today. So sales is my background. And at the time, I just, like Carl said, he has to believe in it, and I didn't really believe in it at the time. So I was like the skeptic. It was like, it's never going to work. Not going to in a million years. And not only that, I'm going to buy the products and prove it doesn't work. Boy, was I wrong.
Typical salesman.
Literally, I couldn't be more wrong. And I even sat here next to Michelle. Saying that I'm wrong next to Michelle is just ridiculous, because I'm never wrong normally. But it really did take off, and it didn't take long for it to take off. And within sort of 2 months, we were well on our way to not only helping people, which is a huge thing, which I've always enjoyed doing, but actually putting the wheels in motion to set ourselves up, not just for there and now and here and now. It was for the future. And that's something that I've always been keen to do. I work hard, and Michelle works really, really hard, and to be able to prove me wrong, I think was always a good place to start, but B, actually see the growth in not just us, but the business, but more importantly, the people around us. And Michelle comes from that type of background where she really wants to help people. And I think that's where we combine really well. So just about your story, just to...
Well, yeah. We joined. I joined as Shanton. No, I didn't. I joined as myself because Shanton had been made redundant. I was trying to lose some weight. I'd sort of given up and sort of used the excuse that Mila was a baby. She couldn't anymore. She was nearly 3. So I needed to lose a little bit of weight. And I was doing an insanity program at the time. And as I said, Shanton came home with this offer. It was the first time I knew about it. And I just said, let's just give it a go. I'm very organised, very methodical. And I just thought, let's just try. If I make my £50 back, that's all I'm actually interested in. I'll be happy with that. And I never, ever expected it to go where it went. And as Shanton said, I've always had a passion and a love for supporting people, whether that's on their health journey or whether that's to help people improve their own financial situation or whatever this business may be. It brings so many things to you, friendships, health, and also the money side of it as well, which isn't everything, but it's just having that group and that community. And I have the most amazing team, and we've built it up really, really quickly. I did within sort of a year and a half, 2 years. And then we sort of took like all businesses, we took a little bit of a tumble, and we were more stable. We sort of plateaued, and I didn't really feel that I was going anywhere. But actually, that was when I really, really grew. And as a person, I was more confident. I looked at myself long, hard in the mirror, and actually it comes from me. And we've really, in the last few months, obviously with lockdown, it's become a little bit easier, but we've really taken a lot self-development wise. My confidence has grown massively. I'm still not quite there, but it has grown a lot more than it had sort of 5-6 years ago. And we're just building a business now that is stable, and we are able to offer this incredible opportunity to so many people. And that's what I absolutely love.
Yeah, I think we've had to really, and I'm the one that just says it as it is. And I've had to have some really serious conversations with Michelle and just sort of say, look, it's fine doing the bits that you like doing, but there's no growth in that. You have to go out and do the bits that you don't like doing, because A, you're pushing your boundaries, B, you're learning what you can and what you can't do, and C, you learn how to become better. It's normally met with maybe a teacup or two coming my way, and then we sit down and realise that actually, that's where I'm right. But it's been really, really good. I mean, Michelle grew her business really quickly. It hasn't been that for me. I got to SC, and then literally the month after I reconfirmed SC, my whole team left. And people say we don't like to use the term stuck, but it wasn't stuck. I stuck at it, and I turned it on its head, and I kept going. But it wasn't until February 2 years ago that for me, it really, really did change, and it just showed me what this business meant to me. And my brother tragically passed away in an accident, which is, he was 31, he was young, he had his whole life ahead of him. And I've always been a case of, it will happen when it's going to happen. And that doesn't necessarily mean that I was or wasn't putting the work in, but in my heart, I knew that I wasn't doing it. And time ran out for him, and I didn't want it to run out for us. And it was at that point I got to work. I was like, look, I need to do this, because I don't want to get to the point where I'm still working 50, 60 hours a week, missing out on seeing Michelle, missing out on seeing my little one, and really just hating life. I love this business, genuinely love this business now. There isn't a thing that I wouldn't do for it. I do all the training calls with the team. I'm there, I'm helping everybody. I'm selling myself. I've got 5 sales on the go as we're doing this call. So Michelle's wondering what I've done to get them. But the reality of it is that I've just pushed. And the last 2 months I've seen incredible growth, not just in Michelle's team overall, but in my team. I've gone from having sort of no team to, I think, probably about 10 promotions in the last 7 weeks. And it's hard work, but boy, is it worth it. Genuinely, it's really worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our story. Hopefully that's
Oh, thank you guys. You two seem like you just make such an incredible team. And I think that there's so many couples or, you know, partners in the business at the moment. And I think what I take from that is that they sort of bounce off each other and they know where each other's sort of strength lies, and you can really push and motivate each other forward. Just one question. What would you say is the best thing that this business has done for you and your family?
The best thing, I'll answer first. The best thing that it's done for me is it's grown my confidence massively. I think I said a couple of weeks ago when I spoke on the call that I didn't even want to get married. I didn't want people to look at me walking down the aisle. And for me to be able to stand on stage in front of like 8,000 people at Barcelona, that was a massive, massive moment for me. And also in terms of what it's done for us as a family, I think we've, as Shanton said earlier, we've been through some really tough times, but this business has always been there. And I have never taken a day off from this business. But when that tragically happened, I did. I took 2 weeks off. I didn't feel comfortable at all. And it was actually Shanton's dad that came to me and said, Michelle, if you want to get on with your business, please do. And I felt very disrespectful. I was like, no, I can't. But when the time was right, I eased myself back into it. But in that time that I had off, my business was still going and I still had my team and they were still getting on with the work because we've duplicated it down. So for me, that's probably the most special thing that I think I've taken from it.
Yeah, I think for me, mine's a little bit of a selfish one, and it's around when my brother passed away, and it was a whole group of girls who weren't directly in my team or directly in Michelle's team, all clubbed together and bought my brother a star, and named it after him. And that just showed me, you know, you don't have to have the best friend group that you see every day, but we're a family. We grow as a family. We laugh, we cry, we celebrate, we mourn, and that's the reality of life. But having that camaraderie and that close friendship around, you can't beat that. Like, genuinely, you can't beat that. And once you've got that, you just want to hold on for dear life, because you generally don't get that on a day-to-day working 9-to-5 job. This is nothing like that. This is a real family with real friendships, and you know, that's why we enjoy doing it, because we're not forced to do it. We do it because we love it.
Oh, you've made me tear up. I know I'm quite an emotional person anyway, but honestly, that's so lovely. And it's such an important aspect of this business, is the support and the friendships and the relationships that you build. And I think people don't realise that, but it's often such a surprise, because if you come from a corporate background or, you know, that 9-to-5 job, you don't get that in the office, really, do you? Or someone that genuinely wants to find out how you are or be there for you. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing your incredible story tonight. We really appreciate it. And then last but not least, our amazing James. Thank you so much.
Right. Okay. Hello, everyone. And I'm just going to finish off now. And thank you so much for everyone's contribution. It's been amazing. Sara, thank you for your amazing hosting, and everyone else who's contributed. Paula's wonderful product. Daniele, your amazing science. We're just so pleased to have you back. It's just wonderful to have you back. I know you've been so busy with the practice and everything with the lockdown, but thank you so much for coming back and taking the time to be with us. We really appreciate that. So I'm just going to follow on really just very quickly with my story. And I've just got to say that I first saw this over 30 years ago. I saw this in 1987. And you're going to say, what, you know? But the thing was that when I saw this, I knew I'd seen something incredible. I saw it in Dallas, Texas. I was still a student then. I wasn't able to get involved at that time because the business hadn't even started in Europe. But I thought, wow, if it ever gets going, this will be amazing. So then I came back to the UK and I heard of a conference. I hadn't been to a conference, but there was a conference coming up in Orlando. So I went to this conference. I flew all the way on my own, you know, all the way to Orlando. And I went there and I stayed in this terrible hotel down the street. And I thought, oh my God, I hope no one sees where I've come from to come to the conference, you know. But I vowed I would never stay in such a terrible hotel again. Anyway, and I went to this conference, about 5,000 people there. And you know what? I went there and I thought, oh my God, this is incredible. I can't remember anything that was said. I can't remember anything about the stage or anything. All I can remember was the feeling and observing people supporting each other, friendships, camaraderie, I thought to myself, do you know what? I just barely understand what this is, but I want it. I really, really want this. And I just thought to myself, could I really live a life where I'm living and working with my friends for the whole of the rest of my life? And I thought, do you know what? I hated working so much. I've only ever worked for 3 years in my life. I mean, obviously I've worked with Juice Plus, but, you know, I've only ever worked, you know, for someone for 3 years. I thought, right, I'm going to give it a go. And I started into it. And, you know, I just really went for it. I just gave myself to learning, to understanding, to really doing it. And it really started paying off. And here we are 33 years later. But I'm so excited now because the company is just celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, 50 years in business, which so many companies never get beyond 1 year, let alone 5 years. 50 years, that's incredible. We're absolutely rock solid. We're in the best financial state that we've ever been in. We're completely debt free. And now we're embarking upon worldwide expansion, which is the most exciting thing imaginable, particularly for the new people looking at this for the first time. Because when I first started, we were just in the UK and a little bit of Europe and US, but now we're going worldwide. And it means that anyone on the call tonight can genuinely develop an online worldwide business. You can have like an Amazon, your own Amazon style business across the world. When you sleep, your business is still running. Imagine that. And I'll just finish with this, and this is an amazing thought. I genuinely believe that the most successful person in our business has yet to join our business. That could be you tonight. But what's even more exciting, it could be someone that comes into your business in China in the next 10 years or India. Just imagine it. So, you know, the world is our oyster here. You are definitely in the right place at the right time. And I can promise you from the bottom of my heart that you have made a great choice by joining this call tonight. And if you join the business world, it's going to absolutely transform your life. But that's another question, another conversation. I'll hand back to Sarah.
Oh, James, thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for an amazing call this evening. I really, really have enjoyed it. And obviously, we host these calls to, you know, present our business and products to everyone. But I honestly enjoy doing them every week and hearing everyone's amazing stories. So thank you so much, everybody. And we'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.